So this is the module and the accessories which I'm going to show you from the Insignia 2014 Plus car. It is our TTV 1983 model on our Iceboxauto.com website. It comes with an Android 11 operating system and 464 gig of RAM, a core processor and built-in CarPlay and Android Auto. I'm going to show you a few other functions of the system a little bit later on in the video. I'm just going to this video solely to just show you the parts that come with it. So I'm just going to go to the accessories here. Don't get overwhelmed. Each one has its use, some that you may not need to put in, but I'll just go through them one by one. Okay, this is the frame for the lower section of the dash. This is self-explanatory, as you can probably see. This here is a Wi-Fi antenna, so obviously that was linked with your phone. The Wi-Fi links with your phone and you turn it into a hotspot. This is a GPS antenna for offline maps, so if you wanted to download any offline maps onto the system, you would need. If you want to use an online map like Waze or Google Maps, then obviously it would use your phone once connected. This is a little speaker here which takes care of the door alert, so any little chimes in the car for the indicators, door alert, etc. This would take care of this, so just make sure that's installed. This here is a power cable which basically just links into the input at the back of the system. Here is a micro USB. Not sure whether you'd use that or not. Now, very important, this is another power cable of the car, but as you notice, it's quite long. So my advice to you is don't get flummoxed if you pull out the center console and find out the cables don't match. The only reason you don't match is because all the power cables are in the footwell of the car. A lot of people make this mistake and wanted to return units because the cables don't fit, and it's only for this reason. This goes over to your footwell. Excuse me. You'll also see a very small cable here which has these inputs here. As I can show you for the video, this one here. Now that's your steering wheel control column cable, so obviously once you would pull out the plastic insert above the steering wheel control, you're left with inputs that come back on themselves into inputs. You would unplug them and plug them into here. That would then give you the steering wheel controls. Okay, this is an external microphone here, so it's the Bluetooth. This one's here is your rear camera cable. So if you're putting an aftermarket rear camera RCA cable connection, that's where it'll go into. This is your radio adapter for your analog radio. So obviously that needs to go into the back of our system, and that end there would go to the cars. Okay, you're going to have two USB cables here. So one is designed for media flash sticks, so you can play your music, movies or your MP3s through a USB pen, and the other one we would assign that towards the DVR camera if you were to install that. Okay, here's your pre-outs and ins on these cables here. It also has a 4G SIM card holder, so obviously if you didn't want to go down the Wi-Fi route and wanted to do 4G, this would then take a SIM card. Sorry, it's gone out of focus. This here, that's where you plug your external mic into. Okay, this is all the parts, and I'll see you in a bit. No issues whatsoever. So as you can see, we have set it up to configured in the car, and I'm just going to give you a short demonstration on the system to give you a indication of how it works, how it runs, see how smooth it runs, and how good the apps look. So this is the as I said, it's the built-in CarPlay system. So I'm just going to give you a little showing of the CarPlay setup. So we have set the CarPlay up to the Navi icon. It can also be accessed from a T-Link application, which is in the application center of the system. But if I was just to show you to press the Navi icon, as you can see, I've set up the CarPlay on the system. It also has Android Auto too, but my phone is obviously an Apple, so it's obviously going to be set up to CarPlay. So as you can see, it looks nice and clean and responsive. I haven't got that many applications, but obviously I have a DAB radio icon on my phone which relates onto the CarPlay, so I can get DAB radio through the CarPlay from my phone. Also, you can add a offline DAB antenna which we sell, which can be found on our website iceboxauto.com. Now the difference between ours and this one here is this one's an online version, so you would need to connect your phone as a hotspot, tethering to the Wi-Fi system to actually use it. Our DAB is an offline version, so it just works out the back here. You don't need to connect your phone to it or nothing like that. So I'll just go back into the main homepage. Now I'll just go and show you some of the icons along the top. In the application bar at the top there, which shows the music one, which is where you would play your MP3 on a USB stick. You can add up to 128 gig a pen drive onto this system, so lots of albums. As you can see, I haven't really got anything plugged into this at the moment, so it's not going to show anything. Okay, BT, self-explanatory, is your Bluetooth, so it's got phone book support, and it will pair up with any phone, Android or Apple, or even if you got one of them old bricks Nokias, it'll pair up with that too. Also, this is the FM AM radio. As you can see, it's we haven't preset it yet, but all we have to do is press on the search button to find all the radio stations. It has RDS, so basically it shows you the station name. So if we were to do let me have a little look, it's on Capital Radio at the moment. So as you can see, it has lots of preset, but none of the stations are being loaded in at the moment because obviously we haven't stored them because it's a fresh install. Just go into the application center. Okay, as you can see, lots of applications to have a little look around. This is the GPS signal, so it just gives you the signals that are from the GPS antenna installed in the car. Okay, Apk Installer, which allows you to upload third-party applications from a USB pen, not from the Google Play Store if you wanted to do it that way. AUX is where you would go in for any TV boxes or anything like that. Okay, we have the Play Store here, which is where you download applications to. We've also pre-installed Netflix onto the system. And this is the CarPlay application, and also a video which you can play movies from a USB pen. Thanks very much.